Eddie Campos with RE/MAX is here to break down what's happening in our local real estate market at this time. So it's funny, I was reading the notes here on this, and you said 2025 has been consistently inconsistent.
That's probably the best way to describe it. You know, we started out really strong January, February, March. Not sure what happened in April. Things kind of got a little wonky. Things got strong again. July got a little wonky. August was a little slow. Things started picking up again. Consistently inconsistent is probably the best way to describe it. And then people keep asking me, well, what's the end of the year going to look like? It's like, we're going to wait and see. We're just holding on tight.
Any theories as to why it was hot early in the year and cooled off and goes back and forth?
Interest rates are playing a direct correlation to people's activity. So right now, the activity is very high. When I talk to my realtor friends, when I look at my own business, it's very active. We're still seeing multiple offers, mostly in the first-time homebuyer range, which is up to $350,000. So you and I, being the old guys that we are, our first homes were $100,000 or less, most likely.
Sure.
But first-time homebuyers are up to $350,000, and that's still hot. They're still seeing some multiple offers there.
How are young people being able to afford that? Are there more creative ways now to finance a home?
Well, the biggest thing is they're waiting longer to be able to buy a home.
Okay.
So now they're getting rid of student loan debt, they're getting rid of other debts, they're finally getting themselves established in the careers that they have, and now they have the down payment money to do that. But there's tons of other programs out there for people to be able to get assistance in buying a home. There's the Ohio FHA programs, there's the Ohio Savings Account that's available, so there's plenty of ways to do that. There's grants that become available in January, February, and March that only have a limited lifespan, and when they're gone, but there's all sorts of ways for people to be able to afford a home right now.
Are there also veterans programs to help them?
There are some veterans programs that are out there, so if you're a veteran, you have a DD2 number that you're going to be able to utilize and get the benefit of having your veterans benefits help you with down payment assistance and no down payment and closing cost assistance.
Let's take a look at the housing report in Northwest Ohio for the month of September. And Eddie,
Yes.
you can look at the numbers too, and it kind of tells what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so home sales up 12%, new listings are up 18%. These are all year over year. Average sale price is up 4.5%, total volume is up 17%, but it keeps going. So in the state of Ohio, sales were up 7.5%, inventory is up 2.1%, sale prices are up 4%. And nationwide, same thing, year over year, nationwide up 4% in home sales. So we're seeing lots of good things. There are markets that are going into buyer markets right now. Not necessarily a bad thing, because buyers have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for something to come out and for them to be able to get excited
We've been so
about.
fortunate in Northwest Ohio, low cost of living. Housing prices are not through the roof like they are in some parts of the country. I mean, I can't imagine buying a home ever in California or New York area. But things are staying relatively competitive.
Well, prices are still going up, but in comparison to the rest of the country, when you look at the average sale price being $415,000 nationwide, and we're still around $243,000.
Oh boy.
Huge difference. So I know that doesn't sound affordable to some, but it is more affordable than almost anywhere in the nation.
Existing home sales, now the numbers here, what do we see on these?
On existing home sales locally, those are up 12.1% year over year. You know, in the month of August, they were actually down a little bit, but that's unusual for August. August, we see Labor Day weekend, back to school, back to college. A lot of things are distracting people. The new listings are up. That's helping the buyers out. Days on market is up. That's helping the buyers out. So there's a little bit of everything for somebody that's in the buying or selling position.
Interest rates should be going down because the Fed is talking like in next, two more meetings this year that may be going down.
From your mouth to God's ears. So right now, we're hoping that we're going to be in a situation where we see another decline. You know, a lot of those things that they're looking at right now is the labor market, what's happening in inflation.
Sure.
Those things are having a direct correlation to how the interest rates are being put out there to the public.
So if interest rates keep going down, your phone's going to be hot from ringing.
Exactly, and it's hot right now.
We got about a minute left. Existing home sales we're talking about, but also is there a lot of building activity in the area? Because there's been a talk nationally, even in the city of Toledo, that we are very sorely in need of more housing.
Yeah, and you know, when it came to new construction, when you look back at the Great Recession, that's where we lost a lot of builders, a lot of people in the trades to be able to help build homes. That's where it started, right? So now we still haven't replenished ourselves with homes, with builders, with the people in the trades. So that's why there's still a shortage. Building is still pretty strong. In talking to a couple of builders recently, they still have good activity. It's not as crazy as it was, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, but there's still great activity. And new construction is a great, valuable product for people. You know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get exactly what you want. There's builders out there that have a specific method of building where it's like, you can pick exterior colors from here, interior colors here, and there's some that are purely custom. It just really depends on what you want to accomplish.
And if you're older, that is the last roof you'll have to buy, furnace, air conditioner, the whole thing.
Exactly.
Windows.
Exactly. So yeah, new construction is a terrific option.